move, your muscles to breathe, or any other muscular function. Once that telephone cord is transected and the messages aren't getting through to the muscles anymore, you have no control over them. Essentially, you're paralyzed, and you spend the rest of your life not being able to move these muscles.
I guess I wouldn't be surfing for a while if that happened, huh?
If that happened, you'd never surf by yourself again.
Be surfing in a wheelchair?
Yeah, that's hard to do.
Once spinal cord damage happens, there's not a lot that can be done medically to repair it. The damage is often severe, permanently and completely changing your life.
Julie, how long have you been a lifeguard?
3 years.
Yeah? You like it?
Yeah, absolutely. I love it.
Huh. Pretty exciting stuff.
Not really. It gets scary when you have to pull in somebody who's paralyzed or really hurt.
Wow. That must be really scary. How can we avoid people from getting hurt like that?
Well, there's a lot of ways people can keep from getting hurt at the beach. First of all, they should learn how to swim. You can't swim for at least 15 minutes. You shouldn't be in the ocean.
That's true. Like, what other kind of things should people be more aware about?
Well, a lot of times you see people running from the sand and diving headfirst into the water, and that's really dangerous. You should always watch out for those shallow spots, though. Even when it is high tide, there's still some really shallow areas. If you're not sure, you can always ask a lifeguard, or even one of the people on the beach might know. If it's low tide, you should be extra careful. There's lots of shallow water, sandbars, and rocks. Look for boiling water. It looks like it's bubbling or rippling. This usually tells you where rocks or sandbars are just below the surface. Never swim alone, and it's important to swim near a lifeguard whenever you can.
Man, I can't believe how many rules there are about the ocean. Rules, rules, rules. What if I just want to go surfing?
Well, James, that's the kind of attitude that's going to get you hurt. You need to take a minute and check out the conditions and be responsible.
Okay, so if I'm going surfing, what should I know?
Well, you should know your limitations and not surf in conditions that are bigger than you can handle. Report any dangerous situations to the lifeguard. Well, James, before you go, there's just a couple more things I want to tell you. First of all, if you ever get stuck, just call or wave your arms for help. And secondly, you should never use drugs or alcohol.
Hey, look out there. See those guys with the fins and the wetsuits on? They're body surfing. It's a great sport and it's fun to do, but there's a right way and a wrong way to body surf. And if you body surf the wrong way, you can really hurt yourself. So what you want to do is follow the example of Rob and Mark and body surf the right way. I'm going to give you a few pointers on how to body surf. Before you go in, hang back and check out the height of the surf. Keep your arms out in front of you to protect your head and neck. Don't attempt to ride a shore break wave, one that breaks right up on the shore, because it can easily throw you into the sand. The most important thing to remember when you're riding a wave is don't ride it straight into the beach. You always want to be riding it either to your right or your left. That prevents you from doing a headstand into the sand.
Keeping an eye out for trouble is an important part of my job. Knowing how to stay away from trouble simply means knowing what to look for, what to avoid, and how to respond. But what if a lifeguard isn't around and you see somebody else in trouble? I mean actually witness an accident. Depending on your actions, you may save somebody's life or you could make their injury worse. Remember, rescuing victims with a spinal cord injury is much more complicated than just getting them out of the water. Come with me and let me show you the right procedure. Call for help or ask a nearby swimmer to go get a lifeguard. If you are safely able to reach the victim from the water, don't remove the victim from the water by yourself. If the victim is floating face down, slide your hands under the victim's armpits. Reach up and place your hands on both sides of the victim's head. The idea is to keep the victim's head, neck, and body in a straight line. Then roll the victim over on top of you, being careful to minimize any movement of the neck. Support the victim in this position until more help arrives. If no lifeguard is present, enlist the help of as many bystanders as possible.
The worst wipeout is the one that lasts a lifetime. And the best wave in the world or ride isn't worth a lifetime riding in a chair.
So do your homework, be prepared, and know what you're up against. And have a good one, and be safe.
I sure hope we've been helpful. We'll see you next time you come to the beach.
And hopefully it'll be just to say hi. Have a great time at the beach.